My name is Peter Webster. I'm the General Manager. The Ardanaiseig Hotel was built in 1834. It was built as a private home. It was a private home up until 20 years ago when it was changed to a hotel. This is the front hall of the hotel. Not your traditional reception area, but we have a wonderful grand staircase, and this is very often used because a bride loves a shot coming down the staircase. We also use this area very often for champagne and drinks receptions. You'll notice that our reception desk is not your traditional hotel reception, but then again the Ardanaiseig has never done anything traditional. We do a lot of weddings here, not just large exclusive use weddings, of which we do probably about 40 a year, which basically means taking over the hotel exclusively, taking all the bedrooms and basically handing the hotel over to the couple.
We have 16 bedrooms in the hotel. We have Rose Cottage at the top of the drive, a self-catering cottage, and we have the boat shed, which is down by the water. Very, very popular, not only for weddings, but for honeymooners as well.
We have 6 large lock-view bedrooms. All of them are completely different. 2 have 4-poster beds, and none of them are particularly a honeymoon suite because they are all so totally different.
We do 30 to 40 weddings a year. We know what works here. We work with the couple very closely. I help them organise. I can have as much involvement as they wish or not as much as they require.
It's very much about making sure that the couple are completely comfortable with one person who knows exactly what they're going to do, exactly what they're going to want, and make sure that it happens. The wedding ceremony can be held either here in the drawing room, we have a licence to hold the ceremony here, or indeed anywhere in the grounds.
The amphitheatre is an ideal spot. Also in the boat shed for the more intimate wedding, which we're having more and more these days. People don't want the pressure of the big wedding, which we can cater for everything.
Our licence allows us to hold the ceremony anywhere in the grounds, but specifically in the house it needs to be here. This is the drawing room. We would hold the wedding ceremony in here. If they were unable to have it outside, the ceremony would take place here in the window. All the furniture is removed or reorganised, chairs are brought in, an aisle created, and the ceremony is held up in the bay window. I don't think we have any particularly unusual requests, but that may be because we're used to just dealing with whatever people want. But I mean, weddings do run to a formula and there's no good pretending that they don't.
Well, sometimes, you know, the brides like organising everything, but then there's some that just don't want the pressure. You know, I've got a wedding later on in the year that she wants everything to be as much as a surprise as possible. We've to pick the menu, etc. And that's good because you get to do it again. One of the main things for me, my role is that myself and my husband got married here as well, so we have first-hand experience. We
have various suppliers who can fulfil that locally here in Oban or down in Glasgow. And wedding cakes, they come in every shape and size. There are of course various suppliers. We have one in Oban that specialises in chocolate cake, and my goodness, do they supply them. And we get them on a regular basis. It may be because I tend to encourage chocolate, being a confirmed chocoholic. This is the dining room. We can seat up to 50 people in here. This is set now, obviously, for our sort of regular customers, but with all the tables taken out. We can put 5 large round tables in here which will seat up to 50 people. Now, Gary is an extremely good chef. The food is always an incredibly important part of any wedding. We find that our couples have chosen the venue not just for the location but for the food. And a lot of attention is put into making sure that they have an absolutely perfect meal as a centrepiece of their wedding day. The hotel has a reputation for its food. People tend to come down here having stayed with us and then decide to get married, and the food that they get when they're here as a regular customer is exactly what they'll get when they're getting married. There's no compromise for a wedding party. It's a fairly exotic menu, but we find that most of our customers are here not just for the view, but are also here for the food. And Gary has won numerous awards for his cooking. We hope very much that we're heading towards the elusive Michelin star, which always appears to be just around the corner, but we will obviously strive on and hope that one day he will be suitably rewarded. The Ardanaiseig is a one-off location. There isn't any question about that. The food is fantastic. The location is unique. And I know that when couples come down here, they literally fall in love with the location. You don't have to sell it. We may be able to administer that wedding, and hopefully we do it well enough for them to go away and say, yes, it was absolutely fabulous. But the bottom line is the house does the job and the location does the job for you.